What's up, guys? MisterWaterMelon here. Today I am finally bringing you guys the analysis that we have all been waiting for, the most anticipated LEGO set of all time, the biggest LEGO set of all time. And guys, it's finally here. After all the rumors, all the speculation, everything, it's here. The second version of the UCS Millennium Falcon. And it's as close to perfect as you could possibly get. The set is number 75192, contains 7,541 pieces, over 1,600 pieces larger than the next biggest LEGO set, might I add. And it's going to retail for the highest price the LEGO sets ever retailed for, is at $800 US. Now, as far as 10 cents per piece go, it's there. I mean, 750 would have done it perfectly. But we're going to talk about why 800 is actually it's a fair price. Now, we don't actually have anything to compare it to, which is the kind of a strange thing. We don't have anything to compare it to, but it's good. It's a good price for what we get in the set. And now, if you just look at the box is amazing. It is super huge. First of all, it is super sleek. Feels like a Black Series box, honestly, with all the designs on the top and the sides and the Bestman box art. It just looks great. The presentation is amazing. I can't wait to see somebody do an unboxing video of this because I'm very curious to see how they boxed it up. So we're going to take a look at the back of the box. And on the back of the box, you can just simply see all the features that come in the set. On the side, there's that one picture that leaked earlier in the week. And you see all the features that we're going to dive right into. And guys, the set is absolutely massive. Here is the official image that we get. We get 7 minifigures and then BB-8 and a couple of little porgs, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because why would Han Solo have ever met a porg? But I guess it's just for Chewbacca. Regardless, it is indeed a multi-generational Millennium Falcon. You could take the sensor discs and take off the original trilogy disc, put on the Force Awakens disc. Comes with that awesome little display stand, and the minifigures, which are not the best part of it. And we get exactly 2 new and exclusive minifigures. One of them is a new Han Solo who has a new face, which I don't really care for the new face. It looks more like the Alden Ehrenreich kind of face for the new Han Solo movie than Harrison Ford. It looks more like new Han Solo than old Han Solo. Regardless, cool blue torso print. And we also get a new Leia with a Hoth print, which is amazing. I love the white coloration of her and the detail of her torso going into her legs. And we also get double-sided faces for both of them with their little masks when they go out and face the Mynock, which we do get a Mynock in the set in first time in LEGO form. Brick-built Mynock, very simple, very cool, gets the job done. And it's just very good. Now, the other minifigures are not so great. Oh, wait, I'm also going to show you the Porg right now as well. I didn't want to skip that. So there's the little Porg. He's using the same headpiece that BB-8 has, which I like seeing them use that for other things besides just BB-8. And they're cute. I like them. They're little brick-built Porgs. Like I was trying to say before I got distracted by that. The rest of the minifigures not that special. We get an old Chewbacca, old C-3PO, and then not new versions of Rey, Finn, BB-8, and the Han Solo, old Han Solo, which is the most recent version, which I still don't know why they redesigned. Put him in the Rathtar Escape, now he's in this one. He might have an exclusive double-sided face, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But regardless, you're not buying the set for the minifigures, guys. You're buying the set for the Falcon, and it's just, it's gorgeous. I really did not expect them to deliver as much as they did, and yes, they did put an interior, which we'll get to in a moment, but all the details are just absolutely mind-blowing. You can really see that the designer's heart and souls went into making this, and it's such a vast improvement over the last one that it's really hard to describe if you've seen the last one, which many of you have. It was very it looked like an old LEGO set. It's kind of outdated now, honestly, as far as how far LEGO designers have come. And this one just looks better, way better. It's more round, it's more sleek where it has to be, like around up near this. You see where the cockpit is, and the hallways, and like the side parts with the escape pod. It just looks a lot better, and they do have a new cockpit piece of the plastic. I never liked that old mold that they used for the set version of the Millennium Falcon because it was too long and weird. The cockpit's Falcon's supposed to be more stocky, and they did it just right with this one. And it can fit 4 minifigures inside of it, which is great as well. Let's see what I want to show you guys next. You see it on the screen already, but I have to figure out. There is the front version of it, and the front angle, and you can see the feet down there, as well as the as well as the front, which just look at the side of it. It's just so amazingly detailed. It's mind-boggling. All the tiny parts that they put onto it, it's just fabulous. There you can see the doorway that leads up into the interior of the Falcon, which looks great. My only little gripe is that it's not studs up, so you can't really put a minifigure on it, but really don't care about that. And there's just an overall back look of the Falcon, which was the image that leaked it leaked last week on a Chinese website, and LEGO took it down, which basically confirmed to us that it's the new Falcon. And the exterior details are unbelievable. They added new colors to everything. They put a perfect little balance of tiled and studded, and it looks amazing. Now let's get to the interior. They did add 2 little interior sections, which we weren't sure if they would get them or not. And they didn't do a fully detailed interior, which at first I'm like, I don't know about. But then they explained in the designer video that they actually wanted to have it so that you could take off the top and expose the interior without the whole look of the Falcon being ruined, which makes a lot of sense to me. Actually, you can display it with it opened up, and it still doesn't look too weird. So here's the first little section with Ray, Finn, and BB-8 fixing that little leak. And this is the same section actually that has that you put Han and Leia into, and they fall in love in that little section. And I love what they did with the hallways and the tan circle going around. And yes, there is a sticker down there that creates the illusion of the hallway system, and the escape pods are right next to Finn and Rey. And if we go to that other image of the interior, where you can see C-3PO coming in when Han and Leia were kissing in that famous Empire Strikes Back scene. That's the same room as that. And the other little interior section that they had is this part with the Navicomputer and the holochess table, where you can also see the little helmet that Luke wears, even though we don't get a Luke in the set. But regardless, 2 little interior spaces, and less is more. And I think it's really cool what they did. There wasn't a whole lot more they could really add to the interior, and I kind of like it. I like what they did with it. And so now, my overall impressions of the set is they delivered, guys. They really did. Now this, I don't know if you also knew, it's the exact same size as the old Millennium Falcon, which makes perfect sense to me. Some people were a little upset about that, but it makes perfect sense to me because the old one was minifigure scale, so why change the scaling at all, right? It's the same size, but with 2,000 more pieces. And $800 is very steep of a price just for anybody, you know? I mean, it's worth the $800. I mean, if you have the old one, this is not, you don't need this one. You have the old one. But the new one for us first timers, I think is worth it. And guys, I know a lot of you are younger viewers out there, and it's going to be hard to, get the money for this or ask your parents for the money for this. But here's the good news, that this set's going to be on shelves for many, many years. It's not like a normal Lego set that only is on shelves for like 2 or 3 years. This one's going to be on shelf for a long time. Like, I'm talking probably 5, 6, 7 years that they're going to be selling this at retail price. So start saving your money right now and create yourself a little account, just a little pool of money to save up for the set, because the odds are that you can save up and you have plenty of time to get the set. There's no rush, honestly. I will personally not be getting it when it is released, because I don't have the money to drop $800 on this. I have student loans and other financial obligations to oblige to. So I don't have the money for this right now. I have to watch other reviews, see it in person before I make my final decision as to whether I'm going to drop $800 to buy the set or not. But regardless whether I get it or not, they delivered. And it's great, and it's as close to perfect as they can get. The only little gripe is the minifigure lineup, but that's not really a big deal to me. They did very good. And this is everything we could have hoped for, guys. So thank you guys very much for watching this analysis video. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of this new Millennium Falcon? Do you have the old one? Are you going to save up to get this one? All of the fun thoughts in the comment section below, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And if you also haven't, check out my latest animation, The Battle of War Mantell 3. I also want to thank you guys so much for the support on that. So that's going to just about do it. This has been Mr. Watermelon. Peace out, guys.